The images are hard to ignore. In recent weeks, close-up shots of Donald Trump at public events have circulated widely, showing details that many viewers simply can't overlook. Former President Donald Trump has appeared at rallies looking noticeably different, sometimes unsteady on his feet, and with visible red marks on his hands that have caught the attention of both supporters and critics alike. These physical changes have become a focal point for those watching his every move. News outlets and social media platforms have zeroed in on these moments with countless posts, tweets, and headlines fueling speculation. Is it just a simple bruise, the result of a minor medical procedure? Or could it be a sign of something more serious? The uncertainty has only added to the public's curiosity and concern. What started as whispers online has now become a full-blown debate in mainstream media. Political experts, medical professionals, and pundits are all weighing in, offering their own theories and analysis about what these signs could mean for Trump's health and his political future. At 79 years old, Trump is one of the oldest major political figures in the country. These visible signs of aging and possible health issues have sparked genuine concern among voters, supporters, and even some within his own party about his fitness to serve another demanding term as president. As the speculation grew louder, the White House found itself under increasing pressure to address the issue directly. Reporters pressed for answers, and the press secretary was forced to respond to mounting questions about Trump's health. Ignoring the questions only fueled more rumors and conspiracy theories, so officials stepped in to try to control the narrative, hoping to reassure the public and put an end to the speculation. In today's world of high-definition cameras, 24-hour news cycles, and instant social media sharing, every detail, no matter how small, is captured, analyzed, and discussed by millions. Nothing escapes public scrutiny. For Trump, who has always projected an image of strength, energy, and resilience, any sign of physical weakness or vulnerability quickly becomes a political issue. His opponents seize on these moments while his supporters look for reassurance. Across the country, Americans are watching closely, tuning into news reports and social media updates, waiting for clear answers about the former president's health. The uncertainty has left many feeling anxious and concerned about what the future holds. The pressure is mounting on officials and Trump's team to provide clarity and reassurance, to address the rumors head-on and offer transparency about his condition. What's really going on with Trump's health? As speculation swirls and the nation waits, one thing is clear: the country demands to know the truth, and the answers may shape the political landscape for months to come. Amid these concerns, it's worth recalling Trump's own focus on health during his presidency. He re-established the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition, aiming to promote healthy living nationwide. The council's mission: encourage Americans, especially youth, to be more active and eat better. Rising obesity and chronic disease were cited as threats to the nation's well-being and security. The council, made up of athletes and experts, was meant to inspire healthier habits without new government spending. Now, as Trump faces scrutiny over his own health, the irony isn't lost on the public. Leaders are expected to embody the values they promote. The spotlight on Trump's health is sharper because of his past advocacy. The conversation about his fitness for office is layered with his own legacy on national health. After weeks of speculation and mounting questions from both the public and the press, the White House finally addressed the rumors surrounding the president's health. Trump's physician released an official statement. The diagnosis is chronic venous insufficiency, a condition that affects the veins in the legs and is more common than many realize. This is a widespread issue, especially among people over 70, and it's estimated that millions of seniors worldwide experience some form of venous insufficiency as they age. In healthy legs, tiny valves inside the veins keep blood flowing upward toward the heart. But when these valves weaken or become damaged, blood can start to pool in the lower legs instead of circulating properly. This leads to a range of symptoms. Common signs include swelling, aching, a feeling of heaviness, and sometimes visible changes like skin discoloration or the appearance of varicose veins. These symptoms can develop gradually and may worsen if left untreated. In Trump's case, he reportedly noticed mild swelling in his ankles and lower legs, a classic and easily recognizable sign of this condition, especially in older adults. The White House confirmed that a thorough medical examination was conducted, including tests to rule out more serious complications, such as blood clots or deep vein thrombosis, which can sometimes be confused with venous insufficiency. The diagnosis helped explain some of the visible signs that had sparked concern and speculation among the public and in the media, putting many rumors to rest. By naming the condition and providing clear information, officials aim to end alarming rumors and reassure the public that the president's health issue was not life-threatening. Chronic venous insufficiency is a manageable condition. With proper care, such as wearing compression stockings, elevating the legs, and staying active, most people can control symptoms and maintain a good quality of life. It is not a sign of a debilitating or progressive illness. The administration's message was clear. This is a routine, age-related issue, not a cause for panic or undue concern. The goal was to replace speculation and misinformation with straightforward medical facts, helping the public understand the reality of the situation. Ultimately, the public was urged to view chronic venous insufficiency as a common treatable condition, one that affects many older adults and can be managed effectively with the right approach. Chronic venous insufficiency is a long-term but manageable condition. It's a diagnosis that can sound intimidating, but with the right care, most people can continue their daily routines with little interruption. This condition develops gradually, often over years, and is especially common among older adults. In fact, it affects up to 40% of Americans, with prevalence increasing as people age. Many may not even realize they have it, as symptoms can be subtle at first. It's a reminder that aging brings new health considerations, but not necessarily limitations. Risk factors include family history, being overweight, and sedentary lifestyles. Sitting or standing for long periods can also contribute. But staying active, maintaining a healthy weight, and regular checkups can help manage or even prevent symptoms. For an aging leader, it's not unusual. Symptoms are often mild and manageable. Many continue to work, travel, and lead without significant disruption. The key is awareness and proactive care. The main impact is discomfort and swelling, especially in the legs. Importantly, it does not affect cognitive abilities or decision-making, so leadership capacity remains intact. Most people experience only mild symptoms that can be eased with simple lifestyle changes. In rare cases, complications like ulcers or infections can occur, but with proper management and medical guidance, these risks are minimized. Early intervention and consistent treatment are crucial for maintaining quality of life. The White House emphasized that Trump's overall health remains excellent, reassuring the public and media that this diagnosis is not a cause for alarm. The diagnosis was framed as an isolated issue, not a sign of broader decline. Officials were quick to clarify that it's a common condition, especially for someone of his age. For a 79-year-old in the public eye, any health issue can seem like a vulnerability. The scrutiny is intense, and even minor conditions are magnified in the spotlight. That's why officials work to normalize the condition, stressing its commonality and the fact that it's manageable with routine care. The message was clear: this diagnosis won't hinder his ability to serve or fulfill his responsibilities. Confidence and capability remain unchanged. The focus remains on his overall fitness for office, highlighting his continued energy, engagement, and commitment to his role. For aging leaders, health challenges are part of the journey, but with the right support, they can continue to lead effectively. Managing chronic venous insufficiency centers on lifestyle changes and simple treatments. Regular exercise like walking strengthens calf muscles and improves circulation. Elevating the legs above the heart helps drain pooled blood and reduce swelling. Compression stockings are a standard, effective tool to support veins. For persistent symptoms, medications or minimally invasive procedures may be used. Treatment is tailored to the individual's needs and severity. The White House hasn't shared Trump's specific treatment plan, citing privacy. The official word, his condition, is being managed by his medical team. The public is asked to trust that he's receiving standard, effective care. The aim is to control symptoms and maintain his daily routine. For most, this condition is a manageable part of aging. The White House followed a familiar playbook: control the narrative, Project Strength. They released a physician statement, lending credibility and seriousness. The diagnosis was named chronic venous insufficiency and described as common and manageable. Officials stressed Trump's overall health is excellent, downplaying any sense of crisis. The approach balanced public transparency with protecting Trump's image. By addressing all major concerns in one announcement, they aimed to shut down speculation. The marks on his hands were attributed to handshaking and aspirin use, not the vein condition. The response was a calculated piece of public relations. The message: there's a medical explanation, it's not serious, and it's under control. This strategy is standard for leaders facing health questions. The goal: reassure the public and keep the campaign on track. Presidential health has always been a matter of public interest and secrecy. Past leaders like Wilson and FDR hid serious illnesses to maintain an image of strength. In recent decades, expectations for transparency have grown. Eisenhower disclosed his heart attack, Reagan's team revealed his cancer, and later, Alzheimer's. Still, administrations often release only what's necessary, carefully framing the narrative. The tension between transparency and political strategy remains. Trump's disclosure fits this tradition, enough information to calm concerns, but not every detail. The era of total secrecy is over, but strategic communication is alive and well. The public expects answers, but often gets a filtered version. This context shapes how Trump's health news is managed today. A leader's health is about more than curiosity, it's about public trust. Citizens need confidence that their leader is fit to make critical decisions. Concealing health issues can erode trust and raise questions about transparency. The president's health also has national security implications. The 25th Amendment exists for moments when a leader can't serve. Adversaries watch for signs of weakness, making a leader's health a global issue. Projecting strength reassures allies and deters threats. The Trump health debate highlights the need for open, honest communication. Chronic venous insufficiency isn't disqualifying, but how it's handled sets a precedent. Transparency is essential for public confidence and national stability. In the digital age, hiding a leader's health issue is nearly impossible. Smartphones and social media make every detail public in seconds. Attempts at secrecy often backfire, damaging credibility. Proactive, transparent communication is now essential. Trump's team waited too long, letting rumors take hold before disclosing the truth. Clear standards for medical disclosures may be needed for future leaders. Summarized, independent medical reports could balance privacy and public need. Transparency builds trust and accountability in a divided, fast-moving world. The conversation about a leader's health must be rooted in facts, not rumors. Only with openness can the public make informed decisions about who should lead.